Right, Mark Crossfield here, around the green, finishing off the In the Wind series. I think this is a point I see amateurs really not think about around the green. They're literally just hitting the same shots, where I think there's a lot of intricate little ideas you need to be considering, at least when playing in and around the greens when the wind is blowing. Let's get stuck in. Classic example here to start. This is downwind, maybe a fraction off the left, but it's certainly down. I've been playing this hole all into the wind. I've come over the back. This drops off here, so I've got a bit of an upslope, and then when I get to about here on the green, it's running away from me. So big question, playing in a Pro-Am, someone would say, what's the best option here? And I would base that advice on what I'd seen them do on other chip shots. Think about it. I'm going to do both options. I'm going to do a little run, and then I'm going to do a chuck in the air. I'm going to do it the other way around, chuck in the air first, then a little runny one. My chipping isn't ideal, so I wouldn't say I've particularly got a better option here. The more skilled player, comfortable loft, it's landing it just on the crescent there and letting it fold down. Like, if I could do that over and over and over again, it's that play all day long. It's taking the wind and luck out of it. It's relying all on my skill or lack of. Now, slightly different scenario. Let's say I am a bit anxious, which I would be in a proper gaming environment if it mattered to use loft. I might choose the 9-iron here and just kind of bump it in the front of me and let it run down. I feel like it's going to be a safer shot. But as you can see there, that got a very nasty first bounce. And out of these two options, I think the 9-iron run, for me, is relying on more luck. Subject to how confident I feel, I'm going to take it or leave it if it's up to me or luck. So I've now turned into the wind. Same two options, loft or no loft. Again, which one's better is going to be a lot to do with how you see this shot. So when I was younger, more confident, I would use loft and actually really enjoy into the wind, because again, I feel like I can throw it all the way, get that bit of stop because of the wind and any of the spin I put on it, and take any element of luck out of it. No roll and bounce, where at the moment my chipping isn't great at all, so I might go for the less opted or the friendlier option in the less loft. Let's try both. So more loft to start. And now I'm going to go for the 9-iron run. For me, two pretty good results. This is the shot I see. I don't execute it, and I can't execute it like I used to, which is frustrating, which I'm still working on. That's the shot I see more loft, chuck it all the way and take any of the roll out. But unfortunately, with confidence the way it is, I'm going to maybe opt for that 9-iron run, a bit more options, or a bit more than the lofted shot. It doesn't have to be a 9-iron, whatever you like chipping with, could be a hybrid, could be a 7-iron, 6-iron, it doesn't matter. It's that choice into the wind of finding that landing spot, thinking about the run out, how the run out's going to be affected, so kind of calm down. If you're chucking it up in the air, it's going to stop quicker. And with both of these, down and into, it's landing spot, isn't it? Finding that landing spot and adjusting it to the feels of the winds. It will have an effect around the greens. So putting. This is downhill and downwind. Definitely don't see people respect the wind enough when it comes to putting. Certainly on links courses, when I've played with amateur golfers who've maybe not played in these situations as much, you can see they're just not working wind into their putts at all. Line, undulation, striking my putter, they're always still going to be my first concerns. But I'm going to be very aware that putts can get away from me downwind if I'm not careful. Certainly if the slope and the wind, and if you play on grain, is all going the same way, it can make a really big difference to a putt, probably up to 10 foot if you actually measured. Compared to putting into the wind, again, break, undulation, still going to be the overriding factor, but into the wind, same as down, I'm still going to play that slightly into my feel and how I might hit the putt. other things to think about on the green as well. This green has a little bit of protection from the wind where some of them have less. Again, I'll be working that in. You just see amateurs not working these many little things in to their game and just kind of frittering shots away through kind of really inexperience. So putting into the wind really exposed on the same course on the same day, I might putt it slightly different, so a little bit harder than on the green which is less exposed to the wind. Also, some greens that are more exposed, they might have a slightly different feel of growth on the green as the grass kind of moves to that wind a little bit, bends over a bit more, those kind of ideas. So again, I'll try and be as aware of that as possible, putting down and into. So this is a right to left breaking putt, wind coming from the right. To be honest with you, I wouldn't really work the wind into this that much. Again, like the uphill, also into and down a little bit, but I feel that it would have to be so strong for me to be really changing the lines, because obviously that's going to be so much built around how hard or soft I hit that putt still, which then in turn is built around that wind.